Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining. And we're here with Archangel Alts, taking a look at our tried and true trading updates. Instant insights on the positions that we've been working on, we've been clearing. So we did a pretty extensive one yesterday, but I got to give you this update on Phoenix because, oh, thank you, Phoenix. It did exactly what we were looking for it to do. Very exciting. So I was in the middle of something when all the excitement began here. It did its ascent. So I'm actually going to go back and show you the footage, and I will talk about it as it is playing so we can get a real update here without losing any of the video. So here we go. This should work. Hopefully I'm doing everything right. And so you can see Phoenix was in this range, and here's my cursor. Oh, I'm a cursor. Okay. I'm actually going to move this cursor out of the way and just follow the one that's on the screen. So you can see that we were coming up from 266 to 7 to 8 to 970. Once it made it to 75, you can see a little bit of a peak there. And I was thinking, okay, well, here we go again. You know, the last one was at 75. Well, actually, it was at 75, then 71. And then it made it up to 276. And will it actually clear? Not really sure. What's it going to do? What's it going to do when it comes for you? So still making progress up there. And what I decided to do is test some of the lower positions. If it was going to come down, it would likely shoot right back up. But I also wanted to just see how liquid the liquidity was. And the answer is super mega liquid. So I went for positions that would either help us to clear them very quickly, or it would immediately shoot up into the next sector. So let's see what happens when I put those positions in. There's a little bit of a market analysis, a little bit of a trading catch up, and a little bit of a tried and true update on our positions that we've already cleared. I just want you to see it in the progress because it was exciting. See it in the process. So now it's kind of absorbed some of those extra positions I put in, and other people are starting to get cleared, and it's readjusting because it's got the volume, validity, volume plus liquidity. Nope, not the right idea. So you can just watch, I'm kind of watching the positions, testing them at the same time. Okay, so watch what happens to the order book now. Decided that 261, 262, and 263, and it's going to be 7 too, is that right? 5 and 7? 6 and 7, very interesting. Okay, yeah, because 264 is already where it is, understood. So we're looking at positions that it's either already pulling from in order to help fulfill the rest of the math, or positions that are just simply in between where people want to get their positions cleared. They're putting in 2 Bitcoins, 1 Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin, etc. So now it's going down to grab some of those, and you can see the white line there is the volume weighted against the average. So it looks at the price, it looks at the median of the price, and it adds the volume, constantly live updating and averaging them together. It's a really, really, really cool thing. It's excellent. So we're in there, and yes, you know, it's about $500 worth of Bitcoin in positions that I'm putting down there, but it's about $3,000 worth of positions that we're looking to clear. We already cleared ours that were in the 273 and 4 range. We made more than 1% on those, which was, you know, our goal is 0.5% per position to continue rolling forward with the EGC. So that helps in those cases when there is more than 1% to grab safely and quickly. As you can imagine, that counts for more positions, which helps us to move forward with our intervals. So I'm going to see, maybe move this a little forward. Okay, so, well, yeah, I was checking to make sure that the volume was not on. So now we're starting to get into it. It's going to level off there a little bit. This is that position that I've been teaching you about. When is it okay to buy into a slightly higher position if you really know what you're doing and you've been watching, feeling the pulse, the tempo, the movement, not just looking at the previous indicators and what it's done in the past, but looking at the actual movement of the order book, watching what that means when things are transitioning. I kind of see what I look at as like being the duck head, the bill. If this were just doing the line, it would close in and go down, but it kind of creates this extended buckbill and then turns back up if it's going to do a double up. And you just have to really be careful. If it does a double down, then you just want to either get in your position or wait until it's done. But if you have a sense that it's going to do this, and that's what I do, that's why I recorded the video, I had a sense that not only was it coming around again out of the 260s, but the point is I'm looking for this double up, so buy low, sell high always, ? We did a video on that. As an intro, I'm going to do a deeper learning on that because it's an incredible rule. If you can master it, follow us, trust us in those positions. We've been wrong 10 times out of 18,000 on these for the most part over the past 16 months. So, obviously if you get stuck, you're stuck high and you'll have to hold for a while. So that's the risk you're taking. But at the same time, I'm fairly confident that out of the $500 that I could potentially get stuck with, if it jumps down and grabs those 267 to 261s, I still think that it's going to help in clearing the 3,000. So I kind of sort of don't mind because I know at some point in time it's likely to do in the 600, 700, 900 range, because Phoenix is just seems like a really cool project. Red Pulse Phoenix, not to be confused with just plain old Phoenix. This is Red Pulse Phoenix. Okay, so you can see, yet again, there's this other transition getting ready to happen. And I'm going to speed things up a little bit to get us there. All right, so 277, really, 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 really exciting there. It touched on it before, but it was at an indecisive point. So you can see that duck bill is getting longer, but it hasn't closed up, and it's kind of continuing in the right angle. And I'm like, Yep, it's going to do it. I'm not changing these. If it had to eat through all these different Bitcoins to get down to mine, then it's going to pop pretty quickly anyway. And I believe that these are lending support to help it to clear these positions. If it knows that it has these on the order book, then it's very possible that it'll be able to fulfill these using some of that equation. If somebody cancels one of these, it immediately readjusts before it puts in something that it can't put in. So 277 goes to 278. And look how close we're getting to the 279. It's so exciting. Yes, I understand that this is a replay, but it's exciting. Very exciting. And here we go. And now watch what happens here. We've got 1,117 Bitcoin 24-hour volume, and this is so much fun. It is great. It goes plowing through those positions at 281, and it goes plowing through those positions at 282, and watch this. 1.73 Bitcoin, 0.72, and boom, it's done. So it doesn't stop there. I mean, yeah, I could have gone in more actually, but at this point, I'm happy about what I got back. So we had 0.18 just in those positions that were left, a total of 0.36, I think. So $3,600 in Bitcoin world dollars. Watching, waiting. So it hit a total of 285. And yes, we already cleared our positions, but now I'm just letting you see what it continues to do there. And that might be all I have the video of. We'll see. Yep, that's all I got the video of. So now we want to switch back to what happened as a result. And I know it probably looks a lot clearer than the video now. But so we have, our total value right now. We have the 0.3344. And here's our trade update. So I'm actually I'll set it to 1 day so it just shows, well, does that show only 3.3? Yeah, that's not enough. So 3.2 into 3.3. So we bought Phoenix, sold Phoenix, all the way into 81, 84, and 85, okay? Then we bought in at 277, 75, 73, 72, and 269. Okay? And we sold our 273, sold our 274, and then we waited 13 and a half hours, sold our 276. 10 minutes later, 279. 1 minute later, our 281, 82, 82, 83, and now we are in our client. We are home free with Phoenix. We've made our profit again. So thank you so much, Phoenix. And we have provided liquidity and value to their coin several times over and over now. That's something that people need to understand. That you don't have to hodl to support a coin. Adding liquidity is actually more powerful in value on the marketplace. So you're not being disloyal to a coin by supporting it, by trading it, and not just holding. Okay, so 585, 598 it has made it up to. 697, I'm just going to show you how historic this is. Way up there, and this is because that balance in Bitcoin, it has not resolved what it's doing, but it did not drop. It's holding still somehow. It's holding on. So last time it was even in the 560s. We go back here to just after the Bitcoin crash, Bitcoin Cash hard fork. I know y'all probably get tired of me doing that. I don't really care. I mean, I do care. Yes, I do. So right around here, yep, just before the fear and then the hard fork. And so coins are starting to get the oomph to reestablish their real value. So what seemed like was going to be months and months and months more on holding this super high Raven position, it's now like 110 away. And what it's already done is 285 to 598. I mean, that's more than 300 of the distance. So, you know, the last 100, I don't know that it's going to make it there right now. I mean, this is so super high, most people did not buy in yet. So looking at the volume, it was pretty good over here. And I mean, really, this is actually pretty good in here, but super amazing, obviously, at the very beginning. But I mean, that's more green than it was in the beginning, and that is a good thing. Yes, it is. XBG made it up one more. And what's kind of amazing about that is that the volume's really not all that big in between positions. So it's got enough liquidity to get up there higher, I believe. Let's see, just beneath that 10 Bitcoin, what does a position do? Let's see, just above that 10 Bitcoin, what does a position do? Okay, yeah, so it's on the move. That's actually a good time for there to be Morse code too. It might pop. This may be already the pop, but it might pop the way that we just saw IOST. Not exactly sure. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Do your due diligence. Take my advice. Don't take my advice. You can get a 98.7% accuracy too if you do take my advice. But we're clearing everything. The only thing that we're holding left from the entire time we've been broadcasting is some Steam on the browser account and IOST over here. I'm pretty sure that's all that's left. I'll go back through the updates to be certain. But okay, so we had 205. It's been more than a day. About a day, but more than a day. So the recent drops in Bitcoin, it has responded to. It has not had the volume to come back up from the drops. So it's having a little bit of trouble, but this seems to be the pattern right now. It's still holding strong towards the high end. It needs to do somewhere between 205 and 226. So actually, I'm real quick going to say 26 plus 5 equals that divided by 2. So the median would be around 215, and we're on the bottom side of that. There's a really good chance within a day that we clear our IOST. We're not relying on that for circulation because we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're moving forward with the plan. We are doing our exponential growth. Make sure and watch the videos on exponential growth curve. I'm going to continue to do more videos like that. Just hoping that it'll inspire people. So I'm actually going to touch on that again right now. Thank you for joining with our tried and true trades updates. Kind of exciting stuff. So I wanted to share that with you. God bless you guys. And for now, Archangel Alts.